I'm a ghost now. Boo!
Okay, so basically I felt like this video needed to be made. So I'm not 100% sure when this happened, but some things have been going over at Kindly Beast recently, and if you remember, Kindly Beast is the creators of Bendy and the Ink Machine and Showdown Bandit. Well, today I woke up to find out some stuff went over at Kindly Beast, and we're gonna take a quick look at the stuff that's been going on. So we're gonna go to Google real quick, and we're going to type in Kindly Beast, and we are going to go to the news section here. So this article right here says, report 50 workers laid off at Bendy and the Ink Machine studio type thing. It's abbreviated. Bendy developer Kindly Beast axes majority of staff. Kindly Beast studio lays off majority of its staff. Kindly Beast lays off 50 employees ahead of new game. So as you can see here, the thing that's been going on is that all of a sudden a bunch of their employees have been getting fired basically, and losing their jobs. I believe this one was the one that I had read this morning, I believe. So this article, it reads, Bendy and the Ink Machine developer Kindly Beast has reportedly laid off around 50 members of its staff. That's quite a bit of people. Although the Ottawa, I don't know how you say that, Ottawa-based studio hasn't officially confirmed the cuts, a number of now former Kindly Beast employees have been sounding out job opportunities on social media, while also changing their job titles to reflect their departure and posting tweets that hint at a round of layoffs. So this whole thing runs through a bunch of things about about how, you know, they were literally terminated just kind of out of nowhere, because apparently they lost their jobs, and hold on, freaking Windows is being dumb. But yeah, they were not given ahead of time any sort of warning. Like, apparently, like, just a few weeks ago, they were assured that their jobs were safe, and all of a sudden, they're just fired out of nowhere. It's not good at all. They were not given a warning ahead of time. This reminds me a lot of the Club Penguin Island situation, where if you didn't know, a lot of their employees was literally they just came up out of nowhere like a week or two before the game was gonna shut down, and then told their employees that, like, hey, you're about to lose your job because we're shutting down our game, which was also very messed up and also should not have happened. But I did tweet about some of this. So my first tweet about this, well, technically the first tweet I did about this was just sharing the article and just be like, well, this isn't good. But the first thing I actually said about it was, I'm disappointed to hear what happened over at the Kindly Beast. Kinda ironic, isn't it? How they make a horror game where a company is very dysfunctional and underpays their employees, etc., and then something similar happens to their own company. Because that's exactly what happened. This is like their own fictional world turning into reality, which, like, once again is like what, you know, happened in Bendy and the Ink Machine. Their cartoons, you know, came to life. It's very ironic. It's super weird. So let's see. The second thing is that I said a final tweet about this whole Kindly Beast fiasco, which obviously it wasn't the final tweet because I did just tweet about it. I think something else about it recently. So I said, one final tweet about this whole Kindly Beast fiasco. I truly do wish this team the best, but I'm extremely disappointed in their unprofessionalism. I would not be surprised if this company goes out early due to all of this. And I truly, like, we'll get to this later, but I do believe that this company is probably going to, like, go downhill. Like, it's already gone downhill, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna, like, die in, like, an instant, just like that, pretty soon, because of all this. The third thing that I tweeted about this, let's see, where is it at? Okay, here it is. It says, was just kicked from the #ShowdownBandit official Discord server for defending someone from a moderator who can't move on. This Kindly Beast situation is such a mess. And I actually just now I'm seeing that someone replied to me saying that they were also kicked ridiculous, I know. So this whole thing is a huge mess, and I think I read somewhere that I think Mike Moo deactivated his Twitter. Yeah, I'm looking it up and it's not showing up. So I think Mike Moo did actually like either deactivate or delete or do something to his Twitter to where it is not seen publicly anymore. Now, obviously, all of this is very messed up. I am, like I said in the tweet, extremely disappointed in such unprofessionalism. And it's so weird too, because just about a year ago, Bendy and the Ink Machine was thriving. Chapter 5 is almost a year old now. And I remember playing that game on stream. And I remember playing that chapter on stream. And I remember loving it. And look where we are almost a year later. The studio is dying off because they are laying off their employees out of nowhere. Now, here's the thing. I don't know why they did this. I really don't. Oh, and also, apparently people have been getting reports recently that any moderators of Discord servers have been getting banned and or kicked, and then playing it off as not acting, or as like acting as like immature behavior or something. I don't really know, which is like, I don't think I can stress this enough. This is all extremely messed up. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so something else that I noticed was that if we go to Meatly's Twitter page here, you will notice, I'll put it up on screen right now, that he has not tweeted anything himself since October 12th. So that was, as of time of me recording this, that was 3 days ago, which is really weird. But yeah, this whole situation, I think there's also a lot of people who were working there who all of a sudden are they just kind of disappeared off of Twitter the past few days. From what I've been seeing, nothing has changed on the Kindly Beast website. There's nothing about like them looking to hire more people or anything. We're also gonna check their Twitter page real quick. Look, we're also gonna check the date of when they last tweeted. Let's see. Okay, so I actually am forgetting that Kindly Beast themselves does not tweet a lot. But I think we've covered all the info that. Oh wait, shoot! There actually was one more thing on Twitter that I went ahead. Okay, so I will also put this up on screen. So this says, "I'm not an employee of Kindly Beast, nor do I work for them in any way. On behalf of the people they hurt, I have been requested to post these confessions by former Kindly Beast employees for the world to see. For their own safety, I'm getting these out and taking the fall for them." Okay, so we're gonna read them here. So this first one says, "Kindly Beast is an imploding company. Doesn't recommend, negative outlook." It's got like, they left like a 1-star rating. I'm not sure what website this is on, but so it says pros: free coffee, great location, and food options. Cons: developers were constantly grilled for attempting to write well-structured code. Emphasized to the art and development teams that all tasks should be completed in under a day. The CEO, Mike Mood, apparently be best merchant employees work. I don't know what that means, honestly, but I'm assuming it's not good. Working conditions have forced multiple employees to go on stress leave. Job security was non-existent as the CEO would constantly have mood swings in the office. A lack of company direction was prevalent. The CEO did not show up to the office for the month of August, and upon arrival in September, fired all the management staff and did not offer a new company strategy moving forward. Okay, advice to management. The CEO should take management and communication courses to better understand how to run a company of 60 plus people. To be honest, I don't see him taking any advice and will most likely never improve nor step down for someone more qualified. I would not recommend working here because it is an incredibly toxic environment. This is, that like basically sums it up here. Like, this is a former Kindly Beast employee saying that this was not a good workspace. This isn't somewhere you should work, because it was not a good place to work. Like, that says it outright right there. Let's see. Okay, so this one, I haven't read all of these yet. I basically just read the first one. So, this one also has a 1-star. It says, pros, coffee machine, great staff, full of talent at the time. Cons, direction to staff on work and even the games worked on was minimal at best, invisible at worst. Management positions were rendered null, leaving a surplus of staff awaiting direction from the board. The board was the only point of contact for any and all creative and business decisions, with 50+ employees awaiting instructions and feedback at all times. That just sounds annoying. Work was discarded at the discretion of the board and sometimes openly insulted by the CEO. Okay, yeah, that is really messed up. Employees were actively encouraged to seek lower quality ways of finishing their work, and attempts to innovate were seen as a problem. Some advice given to the board by experienced staff members was not only ignored, but sometimes ridiculed. Industry best practices were discouraged, and attempts to use tools to organize workflow as per standards were discarded. Company policies were nebulous and unfinished, and sometimes even changed. Long periods of inactivity and no contact from the board were common. Any work being done during these times was almost guaranteed to be unused. Advice to management: I would very much encourage the board to seriously think twice about hiring again. It is clear that the board's vision for how they want to work is incompatible in a company setting. So, in other words, the company might very well just be dead. I would not be surprised if Showdown Bandit, the rest of that, is canceled. I would not be surprised if Benny the Dark Revival gets canceled. Now, it is definitely a shame that this company is going so downhill, because they were thriving for quite some time. For like the past few months, they had like all the support for Showdown Bandit and Benny and the Ink Machine has been absolutely crazy, and it's gone. As far as supporting this team, I will not be purchasing anything created or like anything that has to do with that has to affiliate with Kindly Beast right now, because this is not the kind of thing that I want to support. I will not be buying like any Bendy related merchandise or Showdown Bandit merchandise, because this is not the kind of thing I want to support whatsoever. This is all a huge mess. I don't think there's any more info released at the time, or being released at this time, but I will try to stay updated on Twitter on all this stuff that's been going on. I do hope that Kindly Beast gets better as a company, will hire more people, and do it better this time, but with all this stuff that's been going on, I do not see it happening.